Hi there, welcome to day 309 of our Be a Better You annual challenge, which is also No Nonsense November, day 5. Today we're talking about discipline. Now, I don't know about you, but when I hear the word discipline, I think, wow, I'm in trouble. What did I do now? What did I do wrong? What am I going to have to do to make up for that? So I don't know about you. It's not really a trigger word for me, but I think that I like the word consistent or committed or I'm making a choice more than I like the word discipline, but it doesn't matter. We're going to talk about discipline today because it is so important. And I'll share something that I'm doing every day during this challenge to help me create the mindset and the energy that I want to come and show up with every day in my businesses and in my life. So discipline, although it's got kind of negative connotations and sounds to it, I'm going to get disciplined for being late to work, or I'm going to get disciplined for not listening to my parents. That's where most of it comes from, right? But it really helps to remind us that motivation fades. I mean, we'll be motivated and excited about something in the moment, but it doesn't necessarily last for the long term. Think about when you were a kid and you learned how to brush your teeth. You were so excited to do it every day. And if you did it every day and it became a habit, then you just kept automatically doing it. There's certain things in our life we just have to do every day. We have to eat, we have to go to the bathroom, we have to sleep, we have to brush our teeth, we have to take care of ourselves, etc. But we don't always feel like it, right? Sometimes you hop in bed and you're like, oh, I forgot my nighttime pills, or I forgot to brush my teeth, and then you have to get up, get out of bed. Sometimes you just don't want to do it, right? It's like women washing off their makeup. Sometimes you just don't want to do it, but you do it anyway. Discipline's doing what matters even when we don't feel like it. I don't know about you, but there's a lot of things in my life I don't feel like doing. I am an anti-housework person. I will fully admit that at this point in my life. I hate doing housework. I am a cluttery, disorganized, because I have an ADHD brain, I'm pretty sure. Not diagnosed, but pretty confident that that's the case. And I know these things have to get done. I do them every day, but I never like it. But I'm disciplined to doing it because I like the outcome of doing those things versus the clutter and the mess and stress of not doing them. It's like my son taught me to make my bed every morning. And I did it for years, and then I didn't do it. And then he reminded me of the power of that, because you start each day with a little win. And even if nothing else goes right in the day, well, I got up and I followed my routine. I committed to myself that I was going to make my bed every day, and I did that. Little things like that have a huge impact on us. When we see the power of them and we prove to ourselves that we can keep our word, it's easier to be disciplined in other areas and aspects of our life. Small, consistent actions beat bursts of intensity all day long. It's true in our life. It's true in our businesses. When you get in a new relationship, you go, and you just adore everything about that person. And after you've been in a relationship with that person for a while, you start to notice that they aren't the absolute perfect individual that you might have thought they were initially, right? They're human too. Oh my, imagine that. Humans in relationships. Freedom lives just outside the other side of structure. And I like this because it reminds me that when I create habits that serve me and feel right for me, when I do things like that and create some structure and things like that in my life, it actually totally benefits me because it frees up my time and mostly my mental energy to do something else, to think about something else, to build something else, to create something else, because that's where everything's created, right? It's created first in our minds. So discipline might sound like a bad thing, but it's actually a really good thing when we use it on ourselves, right? We don't want other people disciplining us, but we do want to be true to and consistent with and 100% honest with ourselves. I say we should be that way with other people too, but that's always up to the individual. It's not for me to decide or judge. Freedom thrives on follow through. Success thrives on follow through. I don't know about you, but I learned a long time ago in my career that the vast majority of people don't do what they say they're going to do. It's amazing to me, right? And if you adopt that one thing to follow through and do what you say you're going to do, just that. And then it does a couple things for you. Number one, it frees you up to commit to only the things you want to say yes to. And those are the things you're going to follow through on. And you confidently say no then to the things that you don't want to do or aren't going to necessarily follow up on or follow through on. And it gives you a reputation, because it's true, of somebody that can be counted on. You're true to your word. You do what you say you're going to do, and people know what to expect from you and can count on you. That is, I think, one of the biggest career boosters you can do. And it's got nothing to do with your skills, your abilities, your expertise, your knowledge. It's just about being consistent, being disciplined, doing what you say you're going to do, and following through. Routine actually supports creativity. I don't know about you, but if I didn't have habits for the things that I don't want to spend my mental energy on, I wouldn't have the leftover energy to do creative, fun, inspired things that I really, really want to do in my life. And self-respect grows with self-discipline. I don't know about you, but when I am not following different habits that I've set for myself and routines, I don't lose, I guess I probably subconsciously lose self-respect, but I don't get the results that I'm looking for in any area of my life, much less every area of my life. And that's why I think that self-discipline is so important. So one of the things I'm doing as part of the challenge is I'm pulling one of these cards from the Getting Into the Vortex deck of cards. I love these cards. And I'm carrying it with me all day. It travels with me all day. And I'm also using Wayne Dyer's Everyday Wisdom for Success book. And so today I'll share what I pulled, just because I think it's super duper fun. And this is the kind of thing that, because I'm disciplined in other areas and aspects of my life, and I follow my habits and routines for things that are less fun for me, I get to spend more time and creative energy on fun things that are fun for me. Now you might think this is ridiculous, but for me it's fun. So today I got inspired action is always pleasurable action. And then it's, of course, it's got a write up on the back I'm not going to read. And then the page I turn to for Everyday Wisdom for Success is: every single condition in your life can be improved if you learn to be more effective at visualizing what you want and having the intention to manifest it. So that just says the more time we spend thinking and visualizing what we want, the more improved conditions we'll see in different areas and aspects of our life. Who doesn't want that? I do. I also am pulling a card every evening, late afternoon or evening usually, in a challenge that I'm doing with Victoria Gallagher and her group on school, Powerful Manifestor Mastermind. We're doing a 21-day manifesting challenge to manifest things that we want. And she created, with her Believe app, a card reader that's online, and it's really fun. So I pull one of those every night toward the end of my day, just to give me a little boost. And I've been sharing it in the group, which is super fun too. And it's amazing how, when I'm not listening to the universe and myself, my inner knowing and wisdom, we all have that, I pull the same cards over and over again. So in the last 10 days, 3 times in a row, I pulled the same card. And statistically, I think that is totally, absolutely impossible. And so I find that even more fascinating. Those are the ones that I haven't done yet, and I really need to listen to. So see, no matter how old we are, no matter how much we've done in our life, we all have things to learn. And that's why being a better version of yourself every day is such a fun goal. All right. Have a great day. If I can help you in any way, ask. Otherwise, I will, of course, be with you tomorrow.